My name is Adam Nelson. I'm a kinetic game designer, and when I say that I'm a game designer, people think that I mean that I make games that help pull people out of reality. But that's not what I do. I make games that engage people with reality. And there's a game designer named Jane McGonigal, which all of you people have probably heard of because you probably watch a bunch of TED Talks, right? Yeah. She says that big games, massively multiplayer online games, can do those 4 things in the virtual world and actually bring society together to do that. Now, I think that there's a problem with this, which is this. There we go. It's the virtual world, right? And I don't care as much about the virtual world as I do about this world. I think there's a second problem with what she's trying to do, which is that her games are huge in scope. She believes that we can use, and she's advocating this idea, which might be true, that we can use games to make the world as a whole a better place, which is great. And if we can do that, that's awesome. But an individual participating in that doesn't have an opportunity to see the effect of what they're doing. So my theory is, can we use games and play more generally to make human-sized things better? Things like cities and things like neighborhoods. So, yeah, thanks. So this is, I started the City of Play a few years ago as obscure games. And what we've been doing over the last few years is checking my notes on what I was about to talk about. There it is. What we've been doing over the last few years is creating games that give people a chance to interact with each other and with their city in a new way. And I think that we can use games to encourage social change because games create spatial grease between people. Games are kind of like booze. And games can create spatial glue between people and their environments. What's really happening when you play a game is that you're creating a temporary third place between you and the people that you're playing with and the place that you're playing in. And a third place is a place that's not your work, it's not your home, it's a place that you feel at home and feel welcomed in. We're actually doing a project right now to advocate third places in the city because they're that important to a community. There's a project called We Are Here, and happy to talk to you more about it later, but basically we're directing people to third places around the city. It's part of a series of playful projects that we're doing, and I want to do playful projects that encourage social good because play gives people an opportunity to interact with other people across all sorts of different boundaries. Play also ties us very uniquely to places that we inhabit. And this is a game that we played on the streets of Oakland. And what's happening here is that both of these people are never going to have a better memory of what just happened on that street corner. This is a game that we made for Penn Avenue to highlight vacant storefronts. And we used the game to showcase not what the storefronts were, which were vacant, but what they could be in this other dimension of the game. There's a bunch of designers that are doing similar work. This is Candy Chang, who does awesome work about giving people a voice. This is a project called I Wish This Was. She gives people a chance to say things like, I wish this place was something different. I wish it was a butcher shop. It's a playful application of design that allows people to express what they truly feel. So we have an opportunity in the city of Pittsburgh to become a leader in urban playfulness, to use play to make the city better. I'm trying to get the city to pay attention to this because play is cheap. This is a game we made for $100 that help people explore new neighborhoods around the city. Okay? Play is accessible. It gives people a chance to go and do something, to go engage with other people or in other places that they wouldn't go otherwise. This is called 99 Tiny Games. It was a game built around the idea of the Olympics in London to help Londoners, normal Londoners, feel connected to the games. Play's also very impactful. This is a game that I made called Curator. And the thing I love about this game is that it got people who felt like they had no authority to talk about art and be critical of art, talking about art and being critical of art, because the game gave them that permission. So we're city famous for our sports, right? We love play in the city. Let's leverage that and let's give everybody a chance to participate. Let's give everybody a chance to play. So if you want to get involved with City of Play, we do tons of free stuff. And we also do a few paid things around the city. We have game nights every Wednesday night down at Hambone's Pub, just down the road. We have outdoor games every Sunday afternoon. This weekend, I'm going to New York City to advocate for play as part of the Come Out and Play Festival, and August 31st, you can come to Pittsburgh's very own festival of games called the Best Games Fest. It's going to run all day downtown. You can come down, play games to change the way you interact with your city and with each other. Thank you very much.